Hello, and welcome to our website. We invite you to take a look around, learn more about the unique services we provide, and listen to some of the testimonials from our patients. Now, these are patients who have come into our offices with debilitating pain and are now living active and pain-free lives. Our specialty is relieving chronic back and neck pain through a non-invasive, cutting-edge technology called spinal decompression therapy. In very simple terms, during spinal decompression therapy, the patient reclines, and a gentle pull calculated specifically for each patient works to relieve pressure between discs and helps relieve the pain. Spinal decompression can effectively treat sciatica, herniated discs, degenerative discs, bulging discs, and even failed back surgery. And there are no drugs and no surgeries. So review our website, meet our staff, and learn about spinal decompression therapy. Then give us a call to arrange a consultation to see if spinal decompression is the right therapy for you.
This 3D animation will visually explain the positive effects non-surgical spinal decompression administers to the intervertebral discs of the spine. A healthy spine is comprised of bones, discs, muscles, ligaments, tendons, and nerves. This view demonstrates healthy discs with normal disc height. Over time, the discs of the spine may deteriorate, bulge, or herniate. A disc herniation can occur in any disc of the spine, but the most common form is a lumbar disc herniation. Symptoms of a herniated disc can vary depending on the location of the herniation and the type of soft tissue involved. In many cases, severe and unrelenting pain will radiate into the region served by an affected nerve root that is irritated or impinged by the herniated material. Non-surgical spinal decompression gently pulls the vertebral joints apart. It is believed this precise process produces a negative pressure inside the disc, causing any herniated material to slowly recede away from the affected nerve root and back into the disc. It is also believed through this process the disc is rehydrated, aiding in its restoration. Spinal decompression is a non-invasive treatment and is known to have a very high success rate.
As a high school math teacher, Lisa Morrison always does her best to smile and be positive for her students. But after a car accident that caused 4 herniated discs in her neck, severe pain made that smile almost impossible.
I was in constant pain most of the time, and every day I wondered, how bad was the pain going to get, how bad was the headache going to get, and taken many over-the-counter drugs, prescription drugs, Emitrex for migraines. It's just how bad was it going to be? It was always there.
And after more than a year of intense pain and medications, she was told eventually she'd have to have surgery.
But I didn't feel like surgery was an option because a lot of people that I had talked to, it just wasn't successful. You didn't get the results that you wanted. You didn't get the activity and the motion and the mobility that you get.
So before committing to surgery, Lisa sought out other doctors and was introduced to the technology of spinal decompression therapy. And by the end of her treatment, she was completely pain-free.
I went from probably a 20–25% physical ability to 100% activity and ability in whatever I want to do. And the pain's gone. The prescription and non-prescription, the over-the-counter pain relievers aren't even in the house anymore because I don't need them.
And with the pain gone, Lisa was able to get back to exercising and enjoying an active life. And more than a year and a half later, she says, she is still completely pain-free.
It's just made a total difference in my life. I am active again, I'm healthy again. I've lost over 30 pounds. I've been able to exercise, work out, and most of all, I've been able to play golf again and enjoy it. There we go.
And now, whenever she meets another person with serious back or neck pain, she thinks back to her initial skepticism and then shares her story of how spinal decompression therapy changed her life.
You can't put a value or price or a tag on the quality of life. I mean, this is your life. We're only going around one time, and you can't limit yourself throughout your whole life on what you can do and your expectations. So if you don't want to look into it, then you might be wasting a wonderful opportunity.
If I sneezed, it hurt. I couldn't find a comfortable position to sleep in. Any bump in the car was excruciating. I couldn't understand why. I'm 26 years old, physically fit, incredibly active, and I couldn't understand why I was in so much pain. Back to being physically fit, starting to do yoga again, starting to do a lot more walking, and just even shooting my camera. I really miss that. So now I feel great.
When the pain was at its peak in my life, it was to the point to where I was even afraid to start picking up my kids because the pain, it would just send radiating pain down my back and lower leg. And it was affecting how I played with my kids, especially my son. He was very athletic and very rigorous boy, and I got tired of telling him, don't touch Dad. I am now able to play football with my son in the backyard. I go to the gymnastics with my kids and dance. I'm able to participate with them. We go on bike rides. And a great side note to this is I've actually started losing weight because I'm more active than I ever have been in the last 15 or so years.
I cried, and I cried, and I cried. And, everybody says, well, you probably should have surgery. Well, I didn't have insurance, and I thought, I can't do that. I'm going to have to live like this. Life is great. It is. It just, like I said, it was a godsend. I couldn't imagine living with that pain.
I really regret that I had back surgery. Once you do something permanent, then it's permanent. This is non-invasive, of course, and it certainly has helped me, and I strongly advise people to take a look at it, give it a shot before going into back surgery.
I was one step away from having my 4th spine surgery, and not only did this not only correct and give me back what I had not been able to achieve from the other surgeries, it gave me a much higher quality of life than I have ever dreamed of having prior to having it.